Hello everybody, my name's Ceira, I'm a pet and animal portrait artist, and today I'm going to be showing you how I mount my portraits. Now, I am by no means a professional, but I do hope that this video will help some people. Hope you enjoy! So my first step to prepare my portraits for mounting is just cleaning up around the edges so that I can get a scan of them. And here, this is Matilda, so this is my most recent commission, and I'm just going to go around with my Faber-Castell kneadable eraser and just try and get rid of any smudges from the pencils or the pan pastels that have just appeared on the paper. I do this before I put my signature on, but I always just like to go back round and do it again to double check right before I scan it in. And then for any finer bits that I might need to rub out, I just take my Tombow Mono Zero eraser and just try and go around and get rid of all of the bits. This is just for really, usually just like cleaning up around the edge. Quite a lot of my portraits get quite dirty, but thankfully this one hasn't. Now I'm just going to grab a portrait and flip it upside down to get rid of any of the dust off of it. And then just using my printer, I'm just going to set the portrait in to be scanned. I usually do JPEG, colour, 600 DPI. And then because this portrait is a mini portrait, I'm just going to scroll down, make sure it's on A5, check all the settings, press OK. I've just checked and I'm happy that the scan has gone through, so I'm just going to grab this and then get on to mounting it. So these are the mounts I have. I'm just going to grab one mount front, they are quite thick, and I'm going to grab one, I've got two there, yeah, one mount back. And this is Matilda's portrait, which I'm going to be mounting. These are the materials I use to mount my portraits: a pair of scissors, masking tape, but specifically acid-free masking tape, and double-sided tape. But these ones are tabs, but they're for photos anyway, so they're all good to be used. I'm no professional, but this is just what I've used as I've only just started out mounting my portraits. Now, the first thing I like to do is I just like to place my mount over the portrait to kind of figure out where I want it to sit and make sure that it's actually going to fit the piece of paper, which it does, so that is fine. Now you're going to want to turn both of them upside down, but you want to make sure this etched bit here, which you want to be on the front, is face down, so that your portrait is going to go on like that, if that makes sense. Now I'm just going to cut a strip of acid-free masking tape off, about that much. I'm just going to try and position the portrait where I want it, so it's kind of even on all sides. So I'm happy with that. I'll just, you know what, I'm actually going to put it on here first to show you. I only like to have a little bit of it touching the, and then because it's masking tape, as long as you don't press it down straight away, you can kind of adjust the portrait to where you want it to be, if that makes sense. So I think about there would be good. So I'm just going to press it down and then I'll show you the other side, like so. So I'm happy with that placement. So now I'm just going to put a little strip on all four sides. I do like to make sure the artwork can breathe a bit, so I only do like little strips. I don't tape all of the corners and everything down. My biggest piece of masking tape is usually at the top. So we've just got the last side to do. Just just going to come around here to... And once everything's on, I just like to press all of the tape down to make sure that the portrait is nice and secure. And like I say, this is acid-free masking tape, so it's not going to damage the portrait. And then that's what it looks like. That's the front. And the back looks like this. So now that the front is done, you're just going to want to grab the back of your thing, and we're just going to be turning this over like so. Now, what I do for these, because they're quite little strips, is I do add quite a lot, but I'll just time-lapse to show you where I'm placing them. Don't place them on the paper, place them on the back of the mount. And obviously if you have a different type of double-sided tape, then this might be slightly different for you. I'm just going to go around and try and peel off these blue tabs. I might peel those off camera. So as you can see, I've just taken all the blue bits off, and now I've got to try my best to line this up, but these are exposed and sticky now. So I do just have to be quite careful. I'm going to press anything together till I'm sure. And then when I've got it in the right place, I'm just gonna press down. And just sort of go along the edge. Squeezing together. And that is the final result. And here is the finished outcome of my mounted portraits. I hope this video was helpful to some of you, and I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!